Well, he ain't gonna let me forget. That old boy won't stop hollering when he knows it's time to eat. Alright. 2 big old scoops. Alright. You hungry, bud? All right. There you go, buddy. Eat up. All right. Now we got that done. He'll stand there and holler at me all day long if I don't feed him. Good. All right. Well, got all the cutting done. Getting ready to head out here in a little bit and do some raking. This is my premium, top quality. Who on earth is this? I have no clue who you are. Massey Ferguson 560 round baler. I actually picked this thing up from a friend of mine because I had a few issues that I had to work out. Thing doesn't do bad, but it doesn't do good. It'll roll a bale. It doesn't look pretty. Sizes are not always the same. You have no way of telling how full it is because the gauge doesn't work. The cutter doesn't work. So you got to jump off every time you get a bale to cut it. But it was cheap and it rolls it up. One problem I got is half the teeth are missing on this thing that actually picks up the hay and feeds it into the baler. So ran down to the local farm store over in Jackson, picked up some new teeth, $15 a piece for these things. Absolutely insane. They're just metal springs. I don't understand it. So let's get some of these on real quick, get this thing set up, and hopefully we can get out and rake today. We got pretty lucky. It is extremely windy out this morning. We're calling for rain about 5 o'clock tonight, and it's supposed to storm most of the night. So really got to get this done today. Hopefully this will be the last day of working on it, get all the hay rolled up. Even if it rains, I don't care. As long as it's out in the field, it'll be fine because they're just round bales. You can leave them outside and they don't hurt anything. But I at least need to get it raked and rolled up today. So let's get after it. So what we got going on is you got these teeth here. This actually spins around and it picks the hay up, throws it into the chute up there, and actually allows this thing to start rolling it up. Well, as you can see, that one's broke, that one's broke, that one's broke, this one's missing. This whole side doesn't even pick up any hay at all. So what I end up having to do is feed it in over here as close as I can and hope that it makes it over there, and it ends up bunching up over here and just creating a big huge mess. So I need to get some of these teeth put in over here. I can let a few of the others slide for today, but I've got to get these done. So let's get in here and see if we can take this apart. And I think they've got it set in a way where I don't need to disassemble anything. I can actually just start right here. Hopefully with any luck. Let's try this way. There we go. And I picked up some knee bolts too, because I'm pretty sure these are going to break. Alright, what we got here? Oh, that bolt's actually in decent shape. So we'll leave that one there. So, new tooth goes in about like that. Set keeper back over top like so. Drop the bolt or the nut. That way you will never find it again because you're working in grass. Okay, well, fortunately, I bought more. So we'll just pop a new one on here right quick. Oh, come on. better use my finger. Now, get in there. Sit. Where are you supposed to go? You're supposed to go like this? Oh, that's easier. Okay, now the bolt's not going to come off. So, let's tighten her down. Okay, there's one. So I wonder if I can rotate this thing to get to a few more. I don't think I'm gonna worry about those right now. I think that'll be fine. We'll see if I can put something on here and rotate this. Probably not. All right, well, I'm gonna go get the tractor, so I'll be back. Well, I'm into it now. I was out here cutting. This thing starts smoking like crazy. Look at all that oil on the muffler. It just starts spewing everywhere. So I've got hydraulic fluid leaking somewhere all over the engine. And I'm taking a shot in the dark and saying that that pump has got a leak. I'll walk around to the other side here. Pump right there, if you notice, is all soaking wet. Well, this fan is going to actually push air from up front back through here. So it would make sense that if something's happening here, then what it's actually going to do is suck all the fluid in through there and throw it all over the engine, spew it up in the muffler and everything else. Because man, I've got, look at that. So, stand by. Let's see if we can figure out how to get the hood off of this thing. There's the reservoir. That is the cooler. So somewhere up here, it is spewing all over the place. I thought it was that line right here that was leaking, but I don't think that's the case. So, all right, first thing I need to do, let's get that area cleaned off. So, need some brake balm. Probably should have brought my funnel. I'm gonna spill more of this on the truck than I am in the can. Real easy. Almost. Lord, how much does this thing take? That's close enough. All right. Now, get on there. I wonder you spill everywhere. Let's inflate it. No, you can pump. Oh. Well, there we go. All right. Went straight to 113 pounds. That works. All right. First thing we're going to do, let's clean this mess up a little bit. Hopefully, it's just a blown hose. That would be amazing. No, my luck, probably destroyed the cooler. Okay. What do we see here? Well, don't see any holes. Why do I got a feeling that oil cooler has got a hole in it? Is that a crack? I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. sitting like that, it's spewing over here. Kind of feel a little lip or something right there. What is that? Well, I don't know. Guess the next step would be take that hydraulic cooler off and see if that's what's going on. Really hoping to be this hose though. Boy, that'd be the simpler route. Ow. Move you down here so you can see a little better. You know, if I went and got the ratchets, it'd go a lot quicker. All right, let's get you out of there. Where's the other one at? Right there. Better let me get a ratchet on that. Alright, so any more bolts I don't know about? You need to come forward, so I need to get you off of that. You ain't budging. And I don't have to drain that whole stinking radiator. Alright, where you at? You're right there. Do I have anything that would catch that? Anything at all? Which, hey, I can get to it. Huh, score. what am I missing? Am I forgetting a bolt? No, you're just in there that tight. Now, before I go crazy, let me put that video on the computer. Just see. Alright, I got some good news. So, just reviewed the footage, and it looks like the hose was the problem. I'll play back the video right now to show you in slow time. Basically, as soon as it pressurized, it was lifting that hose up off the top of the cooler there. So, let's put this thing back together and see what happens. All right. Well, smoke test it and see what happens. Fire in the hole. Well, let's turn the hydraulics back on. See if that fixed it. All right, one more time. Well, I think that fixed it. There we go. So I think that fixed it. So just a loose hose. I don't know if the hose clamp came off or it just worked its way loose, but I'm gonna watch it. If it goes out again, I'm gonna go pick up some better hose clamps and throw on it. But clearly that's the only thing that's going on. So now the fun part. Got to get all this hydraulic fluid off this engine, because once it starts heating up, it is going to smoke worse than Willie Nelson. So let's get this started. I'm only concerned with the manifold, but it's just everywhere. You know what though? Before I put that hood on, that'll be a bad idea. Detail this engine a little bit. You know what? It's pretty boring. I'll get with you when I get done. All right, got her all back together. Well, back together as it's going to be. I'm going to leave the hood and the skirts and everything off of it. Got the muffler, radiator cap, fuel cap, all that put back on. Wash my hands up here a little bit. I'm just going to run her the way it is, because having that hood off ain't going to hurt nothing. And I'll be able to watch it a little better. So, let's cleaned up, got all the tools packed up. Well, they're at least on here. We'll get that thing fired up and get her out and finish cutting and see what happens. Well, obviously I screwed up. As always, I wait to the last minute for everything, and I'm currently standing on the hillside right now. We're about 30-40 mile an hour winds. And you just seen where the wind, I made the windrows with the rake there. And let me show you what they look like right now. Here's what they look like right now. So every time the wind, we get a gust of wind on this hillside, it's just blowing this stuff everywhere. So obviously, I'm not going to be able to get much done. You can probably hear the wind blowing right now. So, plan B, right along the old fence row right there. Seems to be blocking the wind. Up here right against the weeds, it's doing the same thing, it's blocking the wind. Down over the hill, there's a few acres there towards the bottom. It seems to have blocked. I mean, it's still windy down there, but it's nowhere near what it is up here. So those rows are actually staying together. So my plan is I'll get this perimeter rolled up. I'll go down there and get all that rolled up. And I'll just pray that the good Lord blesses me and we don't have any rain tonight like they're calling for. And I'll be able to get out here either Friday or Saturday, finish this up. But, yep, that's not going to do me much good. So, I'm going to get this rake unhooked, get up there, get the baler hooked up, and back. looking too good. Oh, that's a dark cloud. Yeah, I may be in trouble. All right, we're back. It is Sunday, almost noon. So we've let this thing sit for a little bit. This is actually daylight savings time, so we've kind of jumped back an hour, which works out good because if it was yesterday, this will technically be 1 o'clock. So I get a little hour start, but since it's Sunday and since it's daylight savings time in Ohio, that means it's gonna be dark around 5 o'clock. So that part sucks. So let's take a look at this grass, and hopefully it's dried out enough. So this is the section right here that we had the big windstorm, blew all the windrows down, scattered them all over the place. We got a big thick section right here. So let's flip this over. Okay, so good way to tell is how crunchy it is. This has still got some moisture in it, but what I'm thinking is we'll go ahead and just flip this over real quick. Get out here and we'll just hit each row and we'll just turn it over. I'm not gonna worry about throwing it into a big windrow. We'll just make it small, flip them over, let the sun hit the other side. We'll go down over the hill where it's a little thinner, and I'd almost venture to guess it's dry down there. I'll actually get that set up and ready to rake. While I'm doing that, this can sit here for about an hour or so and let the sun hit it and dry out. It's probably low 70s, but we got some good sunshine today. There ain't very many clouds. So even though it's not super hot, we do have enough sun. And like I said, these bales here, whatever I bale up today, they're gonna head straight out into the field, and I'm just gonna start feeding them right now in the winter, or my winter pasture. That way I don't have to worry about messing with it. So let's get this old thing fired up. Need to switch over from the baler to the rake. Hopefully the rake's still here. Yep, okay, still there, haven't been stolen. So get this thing hooked up and be right back.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time. In case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list, girl, you can skip this funny business. Cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Yeah, you can keep your 9 to 5, cause I'm happy with the simple life. I think I'll go back where I came simple life. Oh Lord, you can keep your 9 to 5.
All right, let's check some moisture. So this one over here is the one I'm worried about, because that one sat in I had a lot of shade. So let's see what we got. So 15, almost 16. Ain't bad. Got really tight in the middle. Yeah, so we're 10%. I think we already checked this one. Ooh boy. Okay, so this will be the first bale that I feed. It's about 17-18% moisture. This is about 11. That's what we got there. About 10%. Yeah. So that'll be, I want to head out in the field probably tomorrow. Bring it over. See what we got here. I think I may have already checked this one. Who knows? I forget what all I checked. All right, so we're at 8% there. 11%. Okay, don't look bad. We'll run down the hill and check the ones that are down there. Whoopsie. I mean, if you didn't break any machinery, did you really do any work? All right, so we got 2 bales down here. Boy, these fields are just thin as can be. Never really gotten a good yield off of this. I guess it's probably the 3rd year I've cut it. Wow. Now that's impressive. Huh. Well, that baler don't like sticks. All right, I digress. Where are we at? Boot up for me. All right, 8%. 11. I'll take that. Okay, ain't too bad. Let's go over here and see what this one looks like. Just to give y'all a general idea. See all these briars right here? All that brush? That's actually what all of this looked like 2 years ago. I came in, knocked it all down. There was actually tons of trees over there that I had knocked out. Eventually want to do the rest of this Right down through there, there's a little swamp line where it's just a low area that always stays wet. I'd like to be able to clear it all the way to that, and then this way over here, clear it all out. Boy, let me tell you, it was a mess. All this up in here, that's exactly what this whole field looked like. Just all of this. So it definitely looks better. And I mean, I'm getting to a point now I'm getting grass off of it. It's just not much. But to be fair, I haven't fertilized it. I haven't limed it. I haven't really done anything with it. Yeah, see? This brush over here. Some of that's as tall as I am. I cleared out, you know, sticks and brush, thorns, briars like that. Them old locust trees. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. All right, I digress. What's this one look like? All right, 10%. 10%, okay. Well, I'm gonna pack up and head to the house, go get some dinner. It's gonna be dark here in about an hour. So, I think I'll grab something to eat, get a little rest, and I'll be out here tomorrow. We'll get all these loaded up. So, see you tomorrow. All right, we're back. It's the next day. So got all the hay rolled up. It's all ready to be put into the barn. Get that over with for the year. So I'm out here in the back 40 right now that we was just cutting and rolling up the other day. So all in all, between both properties, both fields, I'm sitting on about 70 round bales of hay for the year, which isn't bad considering neither field had been fertilized. My baler actually drops about 10 to 15% of the hay on the ground, which this last cutting, after putting the new teeth on it, making some adjustments, it's actually looking a lot better. All this that I rolled up down here, there's very little of it on the ground, so I'm pretty hopeful. This might actually work out to be a pretty nice baler. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this tractor started up, get the thing warmed up, get the baler unhooked, and I'll get out and get these bales picked up and get them thrown into the barn. I'm not really going to record all of it because most of it's just going to be picking them up and moving them up and down the hill into the buildings. But if there's anything exciting, I'll turn the camera back on. But I do have some highlight reels that I can throw in here. So this will be the end of this video here. Not really sure how to do this, so I've got a lot going on over here. We've got 50 acres that I'm going to attempt to row crop next year. I'm going to be planting corn using a John Deere seed drill, or actually it's an old John Deere seeder. It's not even a seed drill because it's not a no-till. Using the old John Deere tractor. We've got horses that we take care of, so we do hay, we do trail riding. I've got a barn to build, I've got a shelter to build, so I'm going to try to make videos of all of it. So if that interests you, go ahead and do the like and subscribe and hit that little bell button. That way you can get notified, and I'm going to try to start posting some regular content. So thanks for watching.